Mogul Motivation, educating and empowering entrepreneurs 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. This is episode 183. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. And in my opinion, Nipsey Hussle wasn't a rapper. He was an entrepreneur that rapped. He had offered 1,000 copies of his mixtape Crenshaw at $100 a piece, and Jay-Z bought 100 copies of that mixtape. That's a smooth $10,000 right there. He purchased the same strip mall that he used to hang out at as a kid, and he put his clothing store Marathon at the center of that strip mall. Him and his business partner, they had plans to knock it all down and rebuild a 6-story residential plaza there on top of revamped commercial units, with his clothing store being the anchor tenant, of course. He created an inner city co-working space for aspiring entrepreneurs in his neighborhood, and he had plans to franchise his Marathon clothing store along with other stores after the construction of that new plaza was completed. But he was killed, gunned down in front of his store in his plaza in his neighborhood by a coward. And I'll be honest, this is the first celebrity or rapper death that really bothered me. I was only about 8 or 9 years old when Biggie and Tupac was killed, and it wasn't until I grew older that I realized how much of an impact that they had on the rap game. But nevertheless, Nipsey Hussle was different. For all of the reasons I just named and more, he was in the trenches. He was in his neighborhood pouring out the entrepreneurial spirit to others, to inspire them to aspire higher. He put his money where his mouth was, and he made it happen. Essence magazine asked him to finish a sentence that started with, "I have a dream," and he responded, "For our people to step into their greatness collectively." That's why it hurts to face the reality that he was murdered, because he knew what it took to transform the hood. And whether we want to realize it or not, we've been here before, however. Marcus Garvey said in regards to black entrepreneurship, there is no force like success, and that is why the individual makes all effort to surround himself throughout life with the evidence of it. And as an individual, so should it be of the nation. Booker T. Washington said, at the bottom of education, at the bottom of politics, even at the bottom of religion, there must be for our race economic independence. Booker T. Washington, Marcus Garvey, Anthony Overton, John H. Johnson, S.B. Fuller, Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, Martin Luther King, and countless others whose names have been lost in history were all messengers for black economics, economic justice, and entrepreneurship. Nipsey Hussle was a modern-day messenger. You see, messengers come and go. There was messengers before us, and there will be messengers after us. But what's most important is the message itself. The fact that we have to continue to build. We can't save the world if we don't save our own block. That's why what you are doing right now is necessary. Starting your business and going after your dreams, ladies and gentlemen, is necessary. Because not only are you going forward to create a life for yourself and your family, but you're inspiring somebody that's watching you. And if you continue to endure and persevere, you will cause a ripple effect. So now that block that was abandoned is now the location of profitable businesses. Now that neighborhood that was colored red by the blood that was spilled from crime and colored red by the FHA will be turned into green for money, for health, for wealth by black people. Don't let the fear of failure or the fear of consequences stop you from being a messenger of the message. A message that it can be done. A message that black entrepreneurs are intelligent also. Black entrepreneurs are innovative also. Black doctors, black lawyers, black engineers, black teachers, black bankers, black administrators are here to stay and grow. And they can come from any walk of life. That is the message that we need to continue to broadcast. Despite racism, despite discrimination, despite hate, despite jealousy, despite crime, we have to continue to build our businesses and live out our dreams, because in life and in death, we will make our presence felt. So again, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace to all the other black visionaries who are no longer with us. Let's continue to honor them by uplifting the black visionaries that are still here today with us, fighting the good fight. We are in this together, and all the pieces matter. So let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. Never forget that you are a messenger, and what you are doing, no matter how small you may think it is It's a part of a larger message. So that's why you can't quit. That's why we need you out here to succeed. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you next week.